viewers, Rectangular back with a review. This time we have the Fantasticar from the Rise of the Silver Surfer movie, and the figures that this was intended for are actually 5-inch scale. So I've had to make some modifications for it to work with my Marvel Legends, which are 6-inch scale. So I was able to get this off of eBay. If you watch previous haul video of mine, you'll see the saga of that. But yeah, it was in pretty good condition, and it is complete. Let me just go around the vehicle so you can see it 360. This is what it looks like when it doesn't have any of the features engaged. And it's actually, I have the effects piece off at the moment, and I'll show that here in a second. Very nice. This was in pretty good condition. It was only missing one item, which I'll get into. So one of the cool things about this thing is that it has moving parts. So we push this button here and it opens up missile bays, and it has 2 missiles there in the front, and if you push this button again it will fire, I believe it fires them both simultaneously. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. Yep, and there they go. So that's one cool feature. It still is a little bit dusty. I did try to clean it as best as possible. And then right here there's a little lever, so you can see that. You can see this little lever guy here, and underneath the vehicle we have these wings that fold out to expose some bombs. You can see the bomb bay there. So a little bit of detail of the mechanics of the vehicle. And mine came with only one bomb, but if you pull up on that little lever, let's see if I can do this simultaneously. Pull up on this little lever and we'll drop the bomb. So I imagine it would drop both bombs if you had 2 bombs to put in there, and you just pop it in. Must be like a little, it just barely kind of just sits in there. So I imagine there's some sort of little little mechanism here that just pushes the bomb out. I haven't tried to look at it too intently, but pretty cool. And then it also has these little wings that spring out this way on each side. Let's see that. And then on the back it has a little airfoil that springs up, and you can either keep it like this or actually bring it all the way back, which is, I believe, the way it's supposed to be. Actually think it looks a little better with it up. So there we have it, with everything opened up. And then the wheels unfortunately don't go back up into the vehicle itself. They stay protruding out all the time. And also it has these other wings that fold out for the rear part of the vehicle. So I lied. That's what it looks like with all of the wings out. Alright. Okay, so there's one more really cool feature about this vehicle, is that it separates into 3 separate parts. And it's a little bit on the stiff side, which I guess is good because then you don't want it coming apart on you all the time, but that comes off, so you have the little car for the thing to fly around in. That's his vehicle. And then we have the siblings that ride in this one. And then we have Reed Richards pilots the main craft, main part of the vehicle. So, get all those guys in there. And then we can put the figures in the vehicle, and I will show you guys what that looks like. Okay, so here we have all of the figures inside their corresponding vehicles. Got Reed Richards inside the main vehicle, Ben Grimm, aka The Thing, in his individual vehicle, and Johnny Storm and Sue Storm in the middle portion of the main craft. So yeah, these fit in fairly well. Reed is the easiest to get in because he's pretty thin and he's got really good articulation. Johnny Storm, I had to do some modification to his thigh joints, his upper thighs, in order to get him in there a little bit tighter, lower, so he's not standing up inside it. And the Thing fits in fairly well. Didn't have to do any modifications to the figure, but the craft had to do some pretty heavy mods. Dremelled out of more space for him to fit in, and he's tricky even with his much smaller feet. Just the length of the figure, the very small space that he has to sit in there. So yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and show each individual craft and then put it back together. Alright, one moment. In the first section of the main vehicle, we have Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic, piloting his portion of the craft. And pretty nice 4 painted on the front there. It's only got a little bit of nicks in it. It's got Dodge, it's got the Dodge emblem there. We've got like painted headlights there. We've got the missiles in the bay, and some pretty cool detail there with the turboprop fans and some mechanics. And you can see him inside. This just painted on, it's not an actual button. This is the actual button that you use to expand the parts of the car. So close that. You hit it once and it springs open. Pretty cool. And if I hit it again, it'll launch the missiles, which I don't want to do right now. I'll go ahead and close it up. So looks like there's still a little bit of residue. Actually, I think those are just scuffs. There was a lot of stickers on this thing that I had to clean off. So not much to see inside. Just there's the holes with the little pegs on the next vehicle of the midsection connect into, and on the bottom just have the bottom parts of the fans. The wheels spin really nice, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, he fits in there pretty well. Alright, so go ahead and show the next section of the vehicle. The second part of the main craft is the midsection, where we have 2 seats containing the Human Torch and the Invisible Woman. And like I said, Johnny is a little bit more challenging to get in there because he is slightly taller. and his hip joints were not cooperating, but after some modification got him in there pretty smoothly. And not a whole lot going on here. Just a different gray paint there on the front, and otherwise it's pretty much just one solid color. Got 3 wheels on the bottom, 2 bomb bays. I might try to sculpt another bomb to go on this side here, and the wings fold down, cover that up. And then on the side, the wings collapse in really easily, and they stay in there. They don't pop out until you pull them out, which is nice. And they kind of lock in place like that. And then we have the 2 peg holes for the last part of the craft that connects into it. And you can see they fit in there pretty well. Had to hastily get those cut out, so haven't cleaned that up on the figure. And like I said, the Bombay open this up and pull this button back. Get my finger in there. We'll release the bomb, and there it goes. So it's pretty cool. There's that. Push this side in. And there we go. There's no paint detail on that front panel, display panel there. Probably when I do A.C.B.A. nobody's going to see that, so I don't know if I'm going to bother trying to paint that up at all. And yeah, I think they look pretty cool in there. And let's go ahead and show the last section. The last section of the craft contains the Thing, and he was, or is, the most challenging to get into the craft. It takes probably about a minute and a half to get him in there, just to get him all the way down. And when I first started the review, I did not have this attached. This is the kind of cool little rocket cannon that it comes with, and it just pops off. It's just solid plastic. It's got the little 4 for the button to launch the rockets, and they both launch simultaneously. Spring loaded. Used to love stuff like that when I was a kid. And it's got the 2 pegs on the front here which attach to the second part of the vehicle. And yeah, so he fits in there really well. I did end up moving the seat back when I did the modification on the floor, and just has some paint showing the lights, which looks like it needs to be touched up a little bit. And this little spoiler here, just drop that down and it's streamlined again, and it's got these wheels that don't collapse. They spin nice. This one doesn't spin all that great. I don't think I did anything to it when I modified the vehicle. Yeah, no paint detail there. And the wings just fold down and they stay in there, which is nice. Hate when stuff gets loose. So you can see there's not a whole lot of room. I don't think you can really. I have seen a picture on, I think from the Foosh, that showed the thing from the Ronin wave in here, and I don't know if they ended up removing the feet. I know one of my Facebook friends who has this, I think he removed the feet off his figure to get it in there, and I didn't really want to do that. Not that I'm ever going to probably take him out of this, but you never know. I'm going to do a different series of A.C.B.A. shots. I might want to, for continuity, keep this guy in fully intact condition. And yeah, you can see I modified the nose so it looks more like the thing is based on the actor Michael Chiklis, and he did have a pretty big nose sticking out here, so I think he looks a hell of a lot more like the thing now. Alright, let's put it all back together and take a look at the entire ship loaded with passengers. So here we've got the entire vehicle taken apart to its 3 different separate sections, and just wanted to show you on camera how this thing comes together. So basically just all the 3 parts line up, and just push them together. Got the front section connected and rear section connected, and fortunately mine stays together really well. It doesn't, the front I would say is maybe a little bit loose, and the back is actually a little bit tight. So yeah, there we go. And they could theoretically drive down city streets like this. Now that they got all the wing sections put away. So pretty cool. I'm very happy with the way this thing turned out. Looks a lot better now that I cleaned it up. Everybody's in there pretty well. I don't know that I could get anything better with using characters or figures that are larger scale than what the vehicle was meant for. So yeah, please let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the like button, and yeah, look forward to more videos coming in the near future. Thanks for watching. Bye.